Watch this.
He's also going to have to spend the money on the fees and stuff for PTI.
Watch what
No,
Judge
I
Fleischer
take
said to the
this
defendant.
seriously worse than when your lawyer is upset. You know, do you work? What do you do for a living? So you don't work for free, do you? You don't work free, do you?
I don't work for free. But I did.
So I don't want you, it's a rhetorical question. The thing is that your case is old and it's now where it's either put up or shut up and we're ready to go to trial. You know, your case is 140 days. In 40 days, this is when we set the case for trial. It's time to figure out what we're going to do. You know, I'd like you to get together with them to see what you can do to try to mend the relationship, but it's old and it's time to figure out what to do. You know? Can you try to see if there's something worth salvaging and mending?
He's communicated with our office, but there's still a large chunk that he owes. I mean, he can't guarantee us when he'll ever be able to get it to us. So that's just kind of where we're at this point.
So can I talk next week? Okay, I did discuss with the representative in charge of the payment, but
Our office manager.
The office manager. Honestly, I was supposed to pay before the end of December, but I did get sick. You know, I did have some things going on, so I would like them to reconsider.
But you still work full time. Do you earn a salary?
When I did get sick, it did affect my paychecks, you know, for like quite a month. So I get paid every 2 weeks. I don't make work driving, you know, so if I don't drive.
Salaried employee?
I get paid per hour. I don't get a salary. Salary is 6 per month. I don't get.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a medical driver.
A medical driver?
Yes.
Okay. And how much money do you make an hour?
An hour is $15 an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's not like that's when I did get sick, so I haven't been working for some time. I was in pain, I couldn't even walk. And I went to ER.
So when is the last time you worked?
I did get back on my feet and
so you tell me you haven't worked at all? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yes, they're like recovered for like quite a week and it did affect my paycheck, so I haven't been able to make the payments that I was making. But I did make the payments like I think yesterday. I didn't even make a payment, so I need more time in order to make more payments, you know, to the point that they will reconsider.
We're at the stage where it's time to set your case for trial or end it somehow. We're not at the stage where we're going to push your case another 6 months no. It's time to work these things out. I mean, there's no way to...
I mean, that's up to your discretion. I can let the office know if you don't want to sign our motion, and then we'll continue to work on the case. But
if your owner, you can give me more time, I will get back to the point that they'll be able to consider for the.
How much time are you talking? Say it again.
If I can have a month or 2 months or small payments.
So let me see. I'll have you fill out an application, but I don't know if you're going to qualify for an appointed lawyer. You need a lawyer to represent you, and I'm going to tell you now. Even if I let them withdraw, whoever you hire, you're going to be in an extremely fast track getting ready for trial because your case is 140 days. And like I told you, at 180 we set that for trial. You know, I need to know everything about you. How much money you make an hour. I need to know how much money you have in the bank, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, what kind of cars you drive, everything about you to see whether you qualify. If you don't qualify, you're going to have to go hire someone else. And then you're going to spend a bunch of money elsewhere.
So let me ask you a question. How long can I have in order to be back on track for the payments?
I don't know. That's something that you need to negotiate with them to see what they're willing to take. But I'm going to tell you now, if you don't qualify for a lawyer, all the money that's been already spent, it's just, you know.
But she is on a PTI track, and at this point, he's also going to have to spend the money on the fees and stuff for PTI.
No, I take this seriously. I don't give out lawyers like it's candy on Halloween. You truly have to qualify because when we give out court-appointed lawyers, it's I pay for it, they pay for it, they pay for it, we all pay for it. And I take it seriously, and it's not fair to just hand them out. You have to qualify. I'm following the law. So if you want, how do I pronounce your last name?
Okay.
Okay. If you'd like, I can have you fill out an application to see whether you qualify. But if you don't, like I said, you know, it is what it is.
You may have at least a month to be able to get the balance, please.
Of course.
A month,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, no. No, we're not going to sit this where you're going to come back in a month. Nothing's happened. I'm not going to play this game. We need to decide today what's going to happen. Because in a month, now we're at 109 or. So let's do this. If you want, I can give you an application to fill out. I can wait to see whether I'm going to grant or deny your motion, you know. In the interim, if you want to try to negotiate something, I don't know. But like I said, I take giving court-appointed lawyers seriously. I don't hand them out like candy because the public pays for it. And it's not fair for them to pay for something when you can afford it, you just don't want to pay. I don't know how much money you have in the bank. I've never met you, sir. I don't know who you are. I don't know what kind of car you drive. I don't know if you drive a Shelby Cobra. So let's do that. I'll have you fill out an application. If you want to try to talk to them to mend the relationship, perhaps that can work. If not, I'll wait to get your application and we'll go from there.
I want to talk to them. I want to try to have a deal with them, please.
With what?
I'm trying to see what kind of deal I can have with them for payment plans.
So you can go call the office again, but they've already told you no.
Yes, please.
So
Just, you have to understand that relationships are built on trust, right? And if you're not forthcoming with the side and you put them off and you put them off and you say you're going to do this and you say you're going to do that and then you go back on your word repeatedly, that goes a long way, you know? So well, I'll have you step back. You tell me what you want to do. And I'll give you a couple minutes. I don't want you to make a decision here. Take a step back. You guys just
check back in.
let me know what you want to do. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
For sure. Okay, so here's the deal. You're basically in the home stretch.